Hope you're having a great day today. Quick reminder to join my YouTube channel, Joel J. M. Scott, and sign up for notifications and subscribe so you get new video notifications whenever we put one out. Today, we're talking about the change in the mortgage stress test, which takes effect June 1st. It's currently 4.79%. It's moving to 5.25%. And for those of you that need a bit of a background, not sure what the stress test is or why it exists, we get into a bit of that today in terms of the qualifying rate for mortgages. So when you go to apply for a mortgage, the B20 rule, or commonly known as the stress test, is in effect to make sure that you can afford a mortgage if interest rates climb up and you won't lose your house. It's kind of a form of a protection in some ways. So if you're qualifying for a mortgage at, say, 2.19%, and that's your contract rate with your lender, then you do have to qualify at, which will be the new stress test rate of 5.25. So, it's more than double what your rate is. And the stress test is 5.25%. or your contract rate plus 2%, whatever is higher. So that's the qualifying now with the new rules. And what that means for first-time home buyers, or if you're doing a refinance or redoing your mortgage, it could mean for some people anywhere between 3 and 5% of the mortgage amount that is affected. Meaning if you were applying for a $400,000 mortgage with a new stress test, it could mean as much as a $20,000 difference that you wouldn't be able to qualify anymore, meaning $380,000. So it can be quite substantial for some people, but it all depends on your scenario. So why is the stress test in place, and why are they doing this? Why are they increasing the stress test? Well, the general consensus is that it's helped to slow down the real estate market and try and reduce the boom that's happening in real estate across the country and around other countries are experiencing the same thing. So truth is, the only thing that's going to slow the real estate market is supply and demand. And right now, the supply is still low, demand is still high. So in a multiple offer situation, like we're seeing all over Canada right now, where properties are facing 10, 12, 14 offers sometimes or more, with the increased stress test, especially for first-time home buyers who may not qualify at the rate that they're, for the type of home they're looking to buy, this still could mean multiple offers, but there might be 4 or 5 offers instead of 10 or 12. Who does the stress test hurt the most? It's going to hurt first-time home buyers the most. It's going to affect people that are trying to refinance their mortgages in terms of the amount of money they'll be able to refinance. So those are 2 key areas. But what's the real reason for the stress test? Well, it's designed by the Ontario Superintendent of Financial Institutions. They're the ones that oversee the banks. They're the ones that requested the increase in the stress test, not to slow the housing market, because there's no real relation to the housing market based on what they're requesting. However, they do have to protect income deposits into the bank, and they do have to protect how much money banks lend out to make sure banks don't overextend themselves and put themselves in jeopardy. And with the increase in the stress test, it will reduce the amount of money that banks are lending out, thereby reducing banks' risk and accomplishing what OSFI has to do, the Ontario Superintendent of Financial Institutions. So if you're currently looking to refinance, if you're currently looking to purchase and you're wondering what impact the stress test could have on you, you can reach out anytime. You can find my contact information at all my social channels. Again, don't forget to join the YouTube channel. Joel J. M. Scott is where you'll find me. There's over 50 different mortgage topics to check from. And if you have questions, reach out anytime. Thank you for watching. And if you found the information helpful, please share with a friend and reach out anytime. Thank you.